On Friday, May 2nd at 10 a.m., this father, Rodney Hinton, and his family was horrified as they saw body cam footage of his son being killed the day before by police. And by 1 p.m. later that afternoon, Rodney crashed out and carried out his plan to get revenge.
The man accused of hitting and killing a Hamilton County deputy with his car yesterday is now being held without bond.
Police charged the father, Rodney, with aggravated murder just a couple of hours ago.
Driver of today's vehicle that struck a deputy as a family relationship with the 18-year-old that we shot yesterday.
The father of the 18-year-old who was shot and killed by Cincinnati police on Thursday was driving the car that hit and killed a deputy Friday afternoon.
So he basically planned to get revenge on the cops that smoked his son. Now, it depends. We need to see what his son did. You know what I mean? Did his son do some dumb shit to get smoked? Or was his son just innocent and the cops just smoked him for no reason? Now, still, Rodney, you shouldn't have crashed out regardless. You too old for that shit. You know what I mean? You like, I know you in your 30s, 40s, bro. You too old to be crashing out. That's some young nigga shit, bro. Leave that to the young boys, bro. Come on. You gotta think smarter, bro.
Rodney Hinton Jr. is now charged with aggravated murder for the deputy's death.
You know what I mean?
We need to shut down right now. Officer down, officer down.
In order to understand what's going on, we gotta go back to the day Rodney's son was gunned down. On May 1st, Rodney's 18-year-old son, Ryan Hinton, was shot, and only 6 seconds from the officer spotted him, and a blurry body cam footage of an alleged car theft.
These East Price Hill condos Thursday morning. Cincinnati officers tracked down a stolen vehicle.
Cincinnati police say they got a report of a stolen vehicle at this condominium complex. When officers arrived, 4 men suspected in the theft got out of the vehicle and fled. One of the men was Ryan Hinton.
4 people get out and start running. In body cam footage released today, in just 6 seconds, police say 18-year-old Ryan Hinton aims his gun at officers. Police shoot and kill him.
The fact that the body cam footage was blurry and it was hard to see if the boy had a gun or not made people question if the shooting was justified or not. Cops showed an image of a gun that they found on the scene, but some people were still skeptical. But the father, Rodney, didn't take the life of the cop who actually shot his son. He decided to take vengeance out on any officer who wore a badge in the city. And the police officer...
So you're not even going after the one that smoked them. You just going after anyone. You just want to smoke any police officer that's in the same joint as the... My nigga, damn, cuz. Shit. That was an innocent person. Okay, now, like they saying that your son wasn't innocent. He was aiming blicks at the cops. You smoked an innocent police officer that had nothing to do with this shit. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to do his job, go back to his family. No, that's not right, bro. Oh my God, shit.
The officer that Rodney decided to target, unfortunately, had nothing to do with what happened to his son.
We now know that officer has been identified as Deputy Leary Henderson, a 33-year veteran. Henderson was notably not...
You could have at least figured out which was the one that smoked your son, figured out his name, figured out his badge number, figured out which department he worked at, where his job at, you know what I mean, camped outside of his house, did your research on some real, like, movie planned out hit type shit. You just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just drive my car into any police officer that's out this joint. Man, bro, like, what?
Not involved in Hinton's son's death.
On the afternoon of May 1st around 1 p.m., a sheriff's deputy named Larry Henderson, who was a well-respected 33-year veteran of the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, was directing traffic for the University of Cincinnati right before graduation. Officer Henderson was there to help keep students and families safe, and he was there simply doing his job when he was randomly attacked.
Today on MLK Drive, a deputy is working traffic control for UC graduation when a driver crashes into him. He was taken to University Hospital in critical condition. Hours later, the Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy dies.
Led by Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey and Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi, dozens of uniformed personnel made their way from UCMC to a packed press.
This is the same like category as when like you got ops and then like say you got ops and then you do something to the ops. Maybe you smoke somebody over there on that side, and then instead of the ops coming back to smoke you, they just smoke whoever's around you. They go smoke your mom. They go smoke your auntie. They go smoke your grandpa who only got like 3 years to live left anyway. You feel me? Like, you could at least let him live the rest of his life. That's not thorough, bro. Don't be just smoking innocent people that got nothing to do with it. Go after the person that actually did something to you. You feel me? I can't respect it, bro.
Press conference to announce that the deputy hit by a car at this intersection died.
I just can't express to you how sad, how incredibly sad we all are.
Hinton family says they are devastated for the family of the officer who was killed.
That's not
The officer was just out doing his job.
People are divided on how they feel about all this. One person said, violence begets violence. The son put himself at risk by committing a crime, then his father committed a crime, killing an officer who was doing his job to protect the public. There's no winners here. Another person said, not justifying this, but people are sick of police killing their loved ones. And another person said, this situation is sad on so many levels. The Hamilton County Police is deeply hurt by the loss of this well-respected sheriff's deputy who had
okay. People are sick of police killing their loved ones. I get it. Totally get it. But how does two wrongs make a right? How does you throwing your life away make you feel better about a police officer killing your son? How does that make you feel? How does that let you sleep at night? How does that, you know what I mean, make the pain go away? Shit, nigga, that's gonna make the pain only worse. Nigga, you gonna be in fucking prison with big ass Tyrone trying to bend you over and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want that to happen? While you still thinking about your son gone, Tyrone talking about you'll take them drawers off. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta fight for your life every day. You know what I'm saying? When you could have been at the crib chilling, bro. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck no. Oh no. No. No, sir.
nothing to do with the previous shooting.
Officers lined the streets as his body was taken from the hospital in a procession. At the coroner's office, brothers and sisters behind the badge hugged, mourned, stood with the man who died in the line of duty.
And when they arrested the father, countless police officers filled the room as Ryan's dad, Rodney, was being charged for murder. This father stood before a judge, seemingly accepting his fate for what was about to happen next.
He got no remorse. He's straight. He basically going like this. If he could, he would.
Good morning, Mr. Henson. Good morning.
He said good morning, Judge. He's a Superior Hospital.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Anything as to probable cause?
Yeah, we'll waive probable cause this morning.
He's smiling. He's going to smile. He got a smirk on his face. I know y'all see that, man. He trying to hide that shit. He trying to hold that shit, and he like this. You feel me? I can tell he's smiling on the inside, bro. Hey, that shit funny now, but that shit ain't gonna be funny when you realize you sitting in that cell like, damn.
John Kennedy.
The rest of my life in here?
No, they will be the attorneys of record.
You know what I'm saying?
In this case.
That shit ain't gonna be funny.
Terrible charge that Mr. Hinton is facing. He has a risk, but he does not have a history, Judge. He has no felonies in his record. His resistance sentence score was a 1. He has a juvenile record. He works at BDF. He's married. He's a father. He's a graduate of Purcell Marion now, under the community at large. And we just ask the court to set a reasonable bond in light of everything.
Andy, you've given me pre-trial services.
The defendant stops his car. The defendant, in a way that was calculated and premeditated, lined up his car, deliberately accelerated his car, and purposely caused the death of an on-duty deputy sheriff.
So not a bond hearing is request.
All right, no bond.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can hold him at no bond for 72 hours,
yes.
Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much.
Look, he got his chin up. Shaking his head. Dog. Oh,
listen, this
disrespecting y'all in your face, walking by like this. He talking about, yeah, what you want to do, nigga? Oh, my God, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. You would have had to let him out them handcuffs for a second. Just let him out. I tell you, he got to rumble me real quick, bro. He got to catch a fade real quick, bro, before he go in there. He talking too crazy. He walking by, popping this shit and more shit, yo. Oh, no. No, damn. And these people that work with the officers, so that might have been their homie, that might have been their partner that was in the squad car with them, and he walking by talking crazy like that. Oh, you gotta catch these hands, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might switch my job position to a correctional officer just so I can get put in the prison that you in and meet you in your cell, nigga. You gonna find me somewhere or another, gang. You feel me? Damn.
Is tragic on so many levels, and unfortunately there are two families who are mourning the loss of two people who didn't have to die. They didn't have to lose their life. And unfortunately, this is an example of how the things and the actions that we take have a chain reaction of unfortunate situations that can ensue if we don't exercise wise judgment.
Exactly.
My thoughts and prayers go out to the families of both Ryan Hinton and Officer Larry Henderson. Both of these guys did not have to lose their life. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is the consequences of that term, eye for eye. Because two people who didn't have to die just lost their life for nothing. For the most senseless reasons possible. Ohio and the city of Cincinnati is hurting right now. Families are hurting right now. And I would assume that with the cops being on high alert, it's dangerous out there right now. And this really goes to show how dangerous it is out here being a civilian and being a police officer. Because at the end of the day, it is every man's wish and desire to just make it home to your family.
Facts.
I think that this is just a situation that we all wish could have just been avoided. This is one of those situations that got to play out in court. And all we can do is really just pray for the people of Ohio, pray for the families who are victims in this tragedy of two people whose life was cut short and the consequences of violence. I hope that everybody can learn from this. I hope that anybody, if you have a team.
Hey, bro, this is why I never take it serious when people say like all that age mature and shit. Like, you know how people be like, oh, women mature faster than men. Oh, your frontal lobe doesn't develop till 24 or 25 or something. Or men mature at 23 and women. I never take that shit serious because the way I look at it is like, bro, it could be a motherfucker that's old as hell. It could be a motherfucker that's 45, 50, 30 and still not mature. And it could be a motherfucker that's 18, 16, and 19 that's mature as shit, bro. Like, and this is the perfect example. Look, his son was immature. His son was 18. He was immature. He over here stealing cars and pointing blicks at cops as if he not gonna get blicked down right there. You know, I'm like, why would you even do that? Come on. And then on top of that, look at his dad. His dad's old as shit and still immature. You still trying to go get back like you a fucking kid, like you a teenager in the streets or something. You know what I mean? Like you about to do juvenile life. No, nigga, you about to do life you about to be in there for the rest of your life, gang. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so old heads still could be immature, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't never take that shit serious, bro. When people try to say, oh, well, they're more mature. No, nigga, age doesn't mean maturity, bro. You get what I'm saying? Come on, stop that. That's like, no. That's like saying age means, oh, this motherfucker's smarter because he's older. No, it could be a 12-year-old that's smarter than a 32-year-old. It could be like that with any. That's like saying, oh, because he's older, he's gonna make more money. No, it could be a 16-year-old that's making millions of dollars, and it could be a 40-year-old that's broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't coincide with age, bro. You know what I mean? It's all about experiences and how you learned, and you know what I mean? Different shit, bro. So it is what it is, man. R.I.P. to everybody that lost their life in this situation. R.I.P. to the 18-year-old. R.I.P. to the cop, the innocent cop. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to all them, bro. And even you, old head, whatever your name, Rodney, Lil Rodney, I pray for you, man. I pray you get your head on straight, jail straighten you up. You know what I'm saying? You might go in there with them buff-ass niggas. They might beat you the fuck up. You might catch 4 extra or something in there. He might have to get you straight. I hope he straighten you up, bro. So if you do get back out, you know what I mean? You'll be a different person. You won't be thinking like how you do, man. It is what it is, though, man. RP to everybody lost their life. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, go drop a comment down below and subscribe on turn on notifications. We'll catch y'all in the next one.